Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. This is session 111.
We getting up there.
Oh, geez.
Getting up there.
Starting to feel old.
That's a palindrome.
We are going to go ahead and kick things off with a little bit of a recap. So, previously, in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party found themselves continuing their exploration of the third level of the miniature castle. It found a great many strange rooms, a chamber marked by a wolf head where Ash's medallion always hummed, an alchemist's lab that had been raided, a room that had been blasted to smithereens by something seemingly magical but much stronger than a fireball. A throne room with a strange tongue-like rug, and an empty room that howled like a banshee every time the door was open. Eventually, the party made their way to a chamber on the east side of the third floor, a room labeled Armory. The party could see inside, and the place seemed to be empty except for a single glass case and 2 bats nesting inside. Curious as to what the armory of a wizard might hold, Ezrah made his way inside. But as soon as the sorcerer stepped into the chamber, the bats transformed into fiends and attacked. The 2 green flying creatures wielded giant axes and sharp claws smeared in ichor. To make matters worse, the fiends could teleport, a fact that Ezrah discovered after his comrades charged into the room to deal with the creatures. But, though the fiendish creatures were tough opponents, they were no match for the combined might of the party. The creatures didn't seem perturbed by this, though. In fact, they seemed rather amused and impressed by the party's prowess. All in all, the creatures seemed to enjoy fighting and then dying to the party. After the altercation and looting the armory, the party continued their exploration, finding another of Halaster's magic gates, and then continuing on back to the second level of the castle. On the second level, they found a charred skeleton in an uncharred bed, and then a Mind Flayer costume in a large coat closet filled with articles of clothing belonging to many different people. Then, they came to the next door. Ezrah felt the Halaster flare up with energy. The party steeled themselves and entered into a filing room. Nearly a dozen wooden filing cabinets dominated the center of this chamber, along with a door leading south. The curiosity piqued, the party began to investigate the cabinets, finding dossiers on hundreds, potentially thousands of people, each labeled with a date, name, and an identifier of either dead, potential, or lich. Some of the files were so old that they began to break down at the slightest touch. As the party combed through these records, they began to recognize names. Abigail Fyland, Eotadin Guamiel, Marta Moonshadow, Ezrah Rothanel. These names were marked potential. But Ezrah found more names he recognized. Names listed among the dead. His parents. Their dossiers were filled with strange notes. Notes with an air of familiarity and a certain sense of understanding. Understanding of how they had died. But for now, Ezrah could make no sense of it. Nor could he make sense of the notes in his own file. Burgeoning power part seemed simple enough, but securing the lock against the dragonfly meant nothing. Gibberish. But the Halaster was close. Ezrah could feel it. Bones checked the door to the south and tripped a magical rune, which, whether by intent or luck, created only a minor explosion, more of a warning shot than anything. Beyond lay a simple room, laid out almost like an interrogation chamber. Simple table, single chair. Upon the table was a piece of parchment and a small box. The parchment gave multiple warnings. Warned against going to the academy, and warned against remaining in the miniature castle. But it also gave up that which Ezrah sought, without a fight. For within the small box was the second piece of the Halaster. But, as soon as Ezrah touched the artifact, a purple mouth appeared in the air before him, reminding him of the invitation he still held to come to the academy, to learn from the Mad Mage. At that moment, something welled up inside of Ezrah. A burgeoning power, a great storm. The Halaster appeared in his hands unbidden, the new piece snapping on to one of the hemisphere's exposed gears. A surge of electrical energy pulsed out from the orb, and Ezra's vitiligo flared, lightning tracing its edges and shining from his eyes. Jake, would you do me a favor and
like I missed
right
this part.
click your token and choose multi-sided, choose, and then change your token. As the lightning wells up out from the Halaster, creating bluish patterns across Ezra's flesh, and light beaming from his eyes.
I'm Electro, boys.
There is a sudden blinding flash of electrical energy, and that is where we jump back into the scene. So, as this happens, Ezrah, there is an immense surge of energy from the Halaster through your body, and it is discharging out around you. I need you to make a charisma check. I guess technically you could probably just roll a charisma saving throw, but this is a charisma check with your proficiency modifier added to it. You are
26.
I should have explained more stuff before we got to that. You are attempting to control the surge of energy that is flooding out from you. It is an instinctual reaction, and thus requires your personality, that which gives you power, that which gives you access to your magic, your sorcerer side. The DC was a variable DC. It was a 15, a 20, and a 25. And you got 26.
We did it. There's a team.
Yeah, go team.
Nicely done.
I did so much.
You all watch as there is literal lightning flashing off of Ezra's body and off of the Halaster. Parts of it like ripple across the wall and leave singed burn marks. The chair behind Ezrah is lifted up. It's hit by one of these beams of lightning and lifted up off the ground and basically burnt to cinders. But Ezrah doesn't move. He stands there, holding the Halaster, his vitiligo flared up, lightning tracing across his skin, his eyes just pips of light. And you see parts of the electricity that start to surge out towards each of you. Halt. They're called back. They loop into the Halaster. More surges that sweep out across the chamber. They don't make it to the walls. They circle back. And you can hear this low hum coming from Ezrah and the Halaster as, almost unbidden, almost instinctually, your sorcerer ally masters the energy that is blossoming from this artifact. Yeah, luckily masters, right?
I have no qualms here.
Ezrah, connected to this piece, you realize that the energy flowing outward from it, there's an intelligence there.
Oh boy.
There are
Dang, like 1,000-volt ghost from Scooby-Doo?
multiple, yes, exactly like that. There are multiple intelligences. Yeah, whatever.
Intelligi.
You feel this connection of multiple sentient beings. They are trying to escape. There are some sort of electrical entities, and that's what this immense surge of power is. Your instinctual reaction has prevented the two strongest of them from escaping from the Halaster and standing before all of you.
Storm elementals. Yep.
And instead, you have managed to dissipate much of that power and the danger behind it. But at the last instant, realizing what is happening, your hands, almost unbidden, begin to close over some of the small holes on the exterior surface of the now 3/4 complete Halaster. And that humming turns into a high-pitched whine. And then there is a little surge of electricity that courses around the orb itself. And in the central piece, where there's a little slot for a gemstone, you see this cycling strand of electricity that seems to be contained. You unintentionally have managed to bind one of these elemental creatures, potentially to be unleashed on your own terms later on.
This is an additional gemstone socket, or
No,
this
this is that same one, right?
Okay,
It's
that
just
has my father's stone in it.
yeah, exactly. So there's like lightning all kind of like coursing around that area.
Cool.
So you guys aren't fighting some lightning element. Never mind. I take it back. Good job, Ezra. Okay.
Ooh.
that is the situation that unfolds before all of you, right? The lightning, after this happens, the lightning begins to cease, right? It crackles down until there are no more coruscating strands or anything like that. It's just Ezrah standing there holding the Hosnarketa, which has connected itself. The second piece has connected itself to the original. And Ezrah is still shockingly charged.
Eccentric.
His vitiligo is still that kind of like bluish pattern with lightning tracing and small sparks coming off, and his eyes are still these two little pinpoints of light. What do you do?
Pinpoints.
Buddy, you alright?
Did it work? Wow.
I exit the room.
I don't know magic. Maybe?
I assume after I battle with this item, I can start seeing the effects on my body.
Yourself? Yeah, absolutely. You start to see the effects on yourself. Also, Bones steps out of the room, but Ashes is still in. Are you still in wolf form next to Ezrah? Yeah, your hair is just completely on end. So you look over at Ashes, and his hair's like this, and you actually see Bones exit the room. And as you get about like 10 feet away from Ezrah, all your hair stops standing on end and starts to lay down again. Right? So you basically see Fluffcat like walk out of the room and then go.
Turns his fur into a perm.
Perms are expensive.
It's gonna turn your
perms
fur
are
into a
expensive?
perm. You're the one standing next to him.
People pay like $300 or $400 for a perm. It's fucking crazy.
It is. It
Just
is a
tell me you
thing.
weren't in the wrong business, boys.
I think I'm gonna need more time with this to confirm whether or not things are good. But if I think we're at a point where if we want to move, we can. I did.
While he's saying that, I'm gonna like slowly reach over and
You get about a half a foot away, and lightning kind of arcs off of his body and up your finger, and it's like it's like static electricity. It's like you. Woof,
like you got your finger too close to a little Tesla coil and just.
Or like you're wearing like an especially like furry coat or something like that, and or you just get a static shock. Is that type of scenario?
Gotcha.
Like it sends the thing up your arm, and you're like ah.
Oh. All right, cool. So is that on forever now?
I don't know.
He now has Shion's thorns from Tales of Rise.
Like I said, I need time to figure out what this is and what this means, but I don't know if I'm going to get answers quickly. So if we want to move, I think we're at a point where that's possible.
I mean, yeah. All right. I mean, if you're cool, let's move.
Hey, goodbye forever.
So
I walk up over here to Matt, and I grab his wrist, and then I reach back over to Ezrah again.
I mean, Matt, do you just allow this to happen?
I allow it.
Okay.
I lightning bolt the two of them.
At the last second, I also touch Ezrah and complete the circuit.
All three of them are dead.
You all just die. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Everybody's dead.
I want the bull helmet. Oh, I'm the only one alive.
Actually,
I
think
get the bull helmet.
in technicality,
things.
Ezrah would still live because Ezrah has resistance to lightning. So.
No, we don't know that. We need to run the
Well,
numbers.
I don't think Ezra's going to need a bull helmet.
Well, that's true.
I'm just immune to it, so.
Though it would be interesting.
So.
No.
Full helmet in and dimension door back.
What is the intent now? What's the plan? What's your design? You have found.
Look at the last room.
Do we got
There's
any more of the castle to explore?
There's one room.
All right, let's go look at that one room.
Let's knock it out and get out of here.
Okay. All right, you guys head out of the filing room.
Yep.
Right. And then I believe the last room is this one up here. So you head north past the wardrobe. Oh,
No,
yeah.
south,
Sorry,
south.
there are 2 rooms that you have not explored then.
Oh, what's the other room?
To the
Oh,
north.
the middle room?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Fuck that place.
Okay, that's fine. I'm down with that. All right, you can head south then to a new chamber. Udis. It is.
I don't know.
There's a tarnished copper coin wedged into the frame here. I'm assuming you guys don't worry
Tarnished
overly
coin.
much about that. And is Bones checking the doorway?
I don't know. Is it locked? I only check for traps on locked rooms.
You would still have to check the door to see if it's locked.
I'd like to check the door to see if it's locked.
It's not locked.
Alright, then I'm not checking for traps. Obviously,
Okay.
they don't care enough to lock it. They don't care enough to trap it.
It's trapped.
Well, good thing I have the helmet on.
Good job. All right, no. Door opens. So, you come up to this door, right? It's one of the stained glass doors. There's no broken panes or anything like that. There's the tarnished copper coin shoved into the door frame. Remove it. Try the door handle. Clicks open. Push the door open. And stepping into this room is like stepping into a different land. All of the furnishings here are made of sandstone and have drastically different designs than most of you are probably used to. It's very outlandish. There is a large brass hookah resting atop a small table next to a cushioned divan in the middle of the room.
Yeah, bro.
And then there are 2 beds standing against the north wall, both in kind of like a weird, almost bowl shape. At the foot of each bed sits a sandstone chest with a pyramidal lid. And then hanging on the wall between the 2 beds is a 7-foot diameter sandstone disc carved with a Medusa's glaring visage.
Look at that.
Would any of you consider... Well, I know Matashtai would because he's from a different planet. But would any of the rest of you consider yourself well-traveled? By
Well-read.
Faerunian standards? Well-read. That's potentially fair.
No.
I mean, I would say I am well traveled as far as like living in like the wilderness is concerned, but like
And we're doing
mostly
all-
around like 2 locations majority of his life.
Not having like visited many different countries or things like that throughout the world of Faerun.
Oh, this seems like, I don't know, Maztica adjacent. I'm from there.
So you are from there. That would it does have a
It's all sandy and
some of the
savanny,
things are
right?
somewhat familiar, right?
Oh, well, that's all I know then.
But I would say
I'm from a
Ezra,
different planet. I'm Alien Cat.
you are Alien Cat. Ezra, you might be able to like partially like enough to be like this is probably stuff mostly of Kalimshan design, maybe, but possibly not. It could be something
The
different.
closest equivalent I can make,
Yeah.
and only slightly. Yeah, fair.
So, what now?
I don't know, we gonna poke at it?
I don't know. You gonna poke at it?
Poke at it.
Ashes pokes at it.
Ashes, you poking at it?
I'll poke at it.
What are you poking at?
It.
It just in general.
Yeah.
Medusa.
Okay.
I not look at it while he pokes at it.
Do you look at it while you poke at it, Ashes?
Why wouldn't I look at it while I poked at it?
How else he gonna make sure he pokes at it?
That's fair.
I might miss.
Might miss the poke.
I mean, it's 7 foot in diameter. How are you gonna miss?
No comment.
All right. It is coarse, sturdy,
Yeah, it is.
well designed, but doesn't come to life or flare at you with a stern gaze or anything like that.
Good. Good. Preferable.
Probably.
I poked at it, didn't do anything.
All right, sounds like we're in the clear then.
Seems like we're good.
Now, what would you like to do?
Leave forever.
Okay.
I think if this was the last room,
Oh, there's that one room on the way out. We'd like to check the room on the way out and then leave forever.
Okay. What about that pedestal?
Which pedestal?
The
I
one
have
that
no memory
teleported
of
you
that.
guys to the roof.
Nope, we're done with that forever.
Nope, done with that forever.
Okay.
sounds like a trap, Jeremy. We refuse to go there.
That's fine with me. I don't know.
Didn't it just say like lights, camera, roof?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it had
Don't
a
touch.
bunch of different things.
Seems like, really self-explanatory. I think we're done with that forever.
Yeah. Okay.
To
So,
be honest, I just don't want bones near the do not press button.
I
So
was
I'm all for this.
I would point out that I did not mention the do not press button.
I have no memory of that, so it is what it is.
So, room on your way out. Exit. You head north, past the filing room, past the wardrobe, past the staircase. And then as you come to the landing leading down to the first floor, there is a door leading into a chamber that you have seen just a little bit from the windows of the courtyard, but not enough to actually get a good tell of what is going on inside. As you jiggle the handle, this door is locked tight.
Seems like a job for our lock-picking cat.
Alright, I check the door for traps then, as it is locked.
Roll me a perception check.
20.
Does not appear to be trapped to you as far as you can tell.
Alright then. Yeah, did we pick up any keys? I don't think we did, right?
Call any keys.
Not that I remember.
Okay, come on.
Something we have is a key, and we just don't know it's a key.
Alright, whatever then. I'll pick that bitch. 30.
There's a joke
Wow.
there.
I think that might get it.
You pick that bitch, quote unquote.
And the turn tracker shows up. That's not terrifying at all.
Well, I was checking to see what our situations were at, because if he failed, I was gonna tick up the situations tracker as kind of like a penalty, but then he rolled a freaking 30, so like, all right. There's a click. The door is unlocked.
Clickety clack.
Easy peasy.
He just looked at the lock funny, and I was like, "All right, fucking
Just
all
kind of
right."
exploded.
Yeah, the lock was drunk. Yeah, it's fine. I got it.
All right, so Bones in first with the helmet.
I guess so. I fucking hate this shit. If you resize the fucking roll 20 window, it fucks your shit up.
It definitely does. All right,
Piece of shit ass fucking program.
take that as your acceptance.
You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
And
I don't know what to do.
the cat steps
My-
in. What? What are you doing?
There, finally. Okay. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm fucking trying to make my sheet behave.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was stuck to my mouse.
But you're so intelligent.
I am intelligent as fuck. Please save that for my next intelligence save.
Hell no! Get out of here. All right. As you step into this long chamber, see it's somewhat designed as a sitting room. A little bit of a lounge. There are 4 overstuffed chairs facing each other on the western side of the room. There's a low circular table between all of them. Strangely, or maybe not strangely, I guess depending, there is
This is fucking strange.
It is kind of strange.
a rather large stringed instrument
What was it, a cello? Is it a bass? Is it a
standing or
baritone
leaning
saxophone?
really on the northeastern corner of the room, braced up against a long frame.
Bass
and-
violin?
Its bow lies on the floor near it. It's huge. Like it's bigger than any one of you.
Well then. Well, then. That's all I have to say. Ashes, you're the musical expert.
True, Ashes, you are the musical expert at this point.
Yeah, Ashes.
Ashes, pay attention to us.
Tell Rachel to stop distracting you.
Jay!
Sorry.
Jay!
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 Yeah.
Jay!
Sorry.
You're
What's
not
up?
sorry.
Get on to
Nothing.
Rachel. Oh, are we rolling something?
Yeah,
No.
you're good. We were pretty sure you were going to investigate that musical
It's a
instrument.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, got it. I failed it.
Oh.
Just fail. I won't save that 22 for Bones' next intelligence saving throw, but I will save that Constitution saving throw
Wow.
for
You don't have to.
Ashes.
He'll roll
This
it
is a
again
double
anyway.
standard and it's horseshit.
I love
Oh.
it.
There's a massive musical instrument in here, and we figured since you're the music aficionado of the group,
Got a secret about you guys you don't know. I'm actually a bard.
A secret
Cool.
about you guys that you don't know.
Yep.
That's,
those
about
are
us.
words that I put in that order.
Go and be a bard on that with that instrument.
Is it all right, yeah, sure. What instrument is it?
Yeah,
No,
get
no,
the
it's
bard-
stringed.
For
A
for
str-
bard
for
boy.
I have not been
Context.
trained in a stringed instrument.
for
No.
context for you guys, because this will help you mentally picture how big this thing is it is an octobase.
I don't know what that means. That doesn't help me at all.
It is. Google it. It take you 10 seconds.
Octo bass.
So think about like like what is a cello?
Oh, that's not
And
like that
imagine something
big.
made a cello look like a viola.
That's not that big. It's
pretty fucking
absolutely
big, dude.
that big.
It's like fucking. It's like 10 feet, 12
What
feet.
do you consider a large instrument?
I don't know.
Actually, good question.
Yeah, I'd like to know what your basis of not that large is.
I don't have one right now.
Are you just gonna go Google like the biggest
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
instrument you can find? Like, this is what I consider large.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't care. It's got levers. What do the levers do?
All right, so first of all, I know how to play one song on a piano.
I thought you learned harpsichord.
This
Yeah,
is a
it's
string
technically
instrument.
not even a
Number
piano.
Number two, shing.
Isn't
Still
a
wolf.
harpsichord a stringed instrument?
No.
No, a harpsichord is like a
Technically,
piano.
it does have
Trained
strings.
harpsichord.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It does technically have strings.
Yes, but
Oh, okay, never mind. It's a lot
This
more
does
piano-like.
not translate to this.
Doesn't it though?
Well, I think you should give it a
Oh.
try anyway.
No sharpsichord. Wow. Get out of here, Mox. Holy
I mean,
shit.
sure. All right, I'll look up, and I'm since I'm already a tall dude, I guess I could just like grab the neck, and I don't know what chord is what.
There is a bow on the ground next to it.
Use the
Okay,
bow.
and I'll put my fingers on what I think might be a chord. I'll grab the bow.
Yeah, there's this just horrible like just sound that comes from it. It is immediately accompanied by a sharp yelp. This who's there? Who's there? Coming from inside the octobase.
Who's there?
Wow. Can you imagine if your house could resonate loudly and someone,
Oh no.
so whoever's in there, their ears are bleeding?
They literally have a concussion from their skull vibrating.
And who's there was their dying words as a corpse falls out.
Who's there? Who's there?
Why is this happening? Blah.
Sorry, we're just. Sorry, Jeremy.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
So
he's
Yeah,
gotta
they
get
run
tired of
over
us just
and-
like hijacking.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Sorry.
yes, help me! It trapped me in here.
Do I see an like?
How long ago?
All right, so I'm assuming that it has one of those like almost S-shaped holes in it. so
Yeah,
that-
down by the midsection
All
or
right,
whatever.
I'll just grab. First of all, I'll look in.
Yeah,
I
you
got
can
dark vision.
see
What do I see
an
in there?
old, like emaciated, naked man. Is just kind of like curled up inside, and he's kind of like looking up in your general direction, but he's kind of he looks almost kind of blinded. Like his eyes are kind of fluttering a lot, and you can see there's little rays of violet light filtering in from Matashtai's lantern.
Brace yourself.
What?
I'm gonna get you out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not like just gonna go like Hulk smash on the thing. I'm gonna grab it by the neck and.
Oh, you're gonna
But,
break it.
I'll see if I can like find a way to like.
Well, I mean,
break
even right
off
there, where
panels.
that hole is, you could start trying to like rip.
But
through.
if-
I mean,
if it's like
your
a-
claws literally like pierce armor and the thickest hide. You can carve through an octobase.
But wait.
All right.
How
Before
is
you
this
do
guy
that-
alive?
Okay, so there's these like cautioned. Hold up a moment, Ashes. Do you stop or do you just rip and tear?
No. If he stops me, I'm gonna stop before the electric man zaps me again.
Okay, fair enough.
Ezra would approach.
Unlimited power.
I mean,
Into the base.
I don't know if this will work, but I'll try it. And I'll step next to the base and attempting to put it in a place that encompasses the base as well as myself. I'll reach my hand into the hole and attempt to cast Dimension Door 15 feet away.
Okay.
Because I can bring one willing creature, and if the portal spawns within the base
Sure.
as well as outside of the base, I think that will work.
So,
That is my thought. That is what I am going to attempt to try.
where do you teleport to?
Where is the room in relation to the base? Or where in the room is the base?
Basically right there.
Just to the other side.
Okay, so Ezrah approaches, kind of like, doesn't shove, but kind of like motions Ashes out of the way, and then reaches a hand inside, and there's this squeal from the individual inside, and you feel this jolt of electricity, Ezrah, leave your hand as it touches someone else, right? And then the person just kind of like shrinks back, right? Before you cast your spell or anything.
He pulls back.
Yeah, he pulls back, right? And you realize it, right?
Yeah.
Like you're mid motion, so. But you basically like reached out to touch him and shocked the crap out of it.
I poke my head in. I won't hurt you. I promise.
That hurt.
More than spending the rest of your life in here?
Out his hand.
I'm still real curious how this man's been eating and drinking in there.
What's he look like? Does it look like a dude? What's it? Who is it?
He's a super emaciated old naked man.
Why don't he just
Like
crawl out on his own?
long. I mean, it's not that big of a hole. The hole is like this big. You know.
No, if he's super emaciated, you know.
He's not that emaciated. He's still a human man.
What is a man?
What is a man? Something bigger than can fit in this hole. All right, I'm hearing comments specifically from Mitch. So, are we proceeding, or is Matashtai stepping forward and being like, "Hold up, something fishy"?
My spidey senses is tingling. I don't know. This feels sketch.
I don't know why we're just like automatically freeing someone trapped in a wizard castle.
Like I'm not against freeing him,
we'll
but I want a
befriend-
little bit more information. Like, how are you not dead?
So we're gonna befriend a homunculus before just a dude?
Technically, we killed
okay.
him and then aborted him a
We
bunch.
did murder the homunculus multiple times.
That is true.
All right, pull out a sword. Let's get to going.
So assuming you guys pause and Matashtai like broaches his question, right? The individual he responds. He says, "Mad Goth bound me in here with magic. It sustains me. He won't let me die."
No, we can let you die.
Do you deserve to
normal
die?
to me.
I'd rather not.
That's not what I asked.
I was answering the other one. And I don't think I deserve to die.
Inside check.
Really kind of a philosophical question, though.
Oh yeah, let's see if he thinks he deserves to die or not.
19. Wow, I rolled really well.
He doesn't? Oh. I roll really well on that inside of, does he think he deserves to die?
I asked my question.
Probably not.
Hey, you know, there's some people that know they're scum of the earth. You know,
He doesn't seem filled with self-loathing. I will say that. He
he's
seems
trapped in a giant harp or a giant cello. Maybe he thinks he does deserve to
I
die.
mean, that's fair, I suppose. It doesn't
I-
seem to be the case in this particular instance.
I look back at Matt and go,
I don't know enough about magic to say he's lying or not. So
I'm not
See-
lying. Mad
Look,
God
if he's
does
lying, we can
this
just
to
kill him.
people.
Like, whatever.
It's
what did
there's
you do
signs
to
all over the castle.
What'd you do
there's
to Mad Goth to
spellbooks.
piss him off?
I've done nothing. I accepted his invitation. He seemed an interesting, well-studied fellow. I thought we would chat and bond, and there was some of that, but then He took my spell book. He bound me in these magical bindings. I could do nothing. He tortured me.
To be fair, the Mad Goth is a colleague of Calabash, who are both students of Halaster. Like these
I don't
aren't.
know who this Calabash person is, but I know of
wasn't talking to
Halaster.
you.
I'm sorry.
Yep,
I
you're good.
apologize. I'll stop talking now.
I'm affirming that Mad Goth is likely not a good person.
He's not.
Thank you.
All right, sorry. Quieting down now.
All right, carry on. My
Mad
spidey
Goth
senses have been tingled. I have asked questions. Let's get them out.
The Mad Goth has demons as his armory.
Oh, I don't think he's a good person. I was just curious how this man got there.
That's fair. I'm just rationalizing what he is saying compared to what we are speculating.
It just
I
seems
don't care
strange,
one
don't
way or
it?
the other.
That if he's if Mad Goth's as evil as they say, he's got demons at his beck and call. Why wouldn't he just kill this man?
Isn't it more fun to keep him alive?
I think he planned
Sure,
to,
but why this man?
he was interrupted. Someone contacted him, or he detected some sort of intrusion, and then he bound me here and left.
So it's our fault
Uh,
that he's still
Not
alive.
very long ago. It's
How
hard
long?
to tell time when you're trapped in an octobase, but it can't have been more than a week or so.
Nope, not
No,
us.
yeah, we hadn't been here a week.
Everyone good with this?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
good.
care. Yeah, whatever.
I
If
don't
he's
have
evil,
enough evidence to be against it.
we'll probably just kill him if he's evil, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Seems to be the
Or
MO.
he'll end up being the big bad evil guy in the end because he'll play us for fools. Because that's.
Well, then don't release him. What do you mean?
Oh, that was Jake talking outside. That's not an Ezra thing. Big bad evil guy means nothing to Ezra.
The big.
Ezra reaches his hand in and begins the incantation after.
Grabs your hand,
Clash.
yelps as lightning courses from you to
Alright.
him, and then you cast your dimension door and bamf over to the other side of the room, standing next to a very scraggly looking, very naked old man.
All right. I'll go ahead and take off my just regular traveler's cloak, and
Hey, you know it's cold outside, Ashes.
I'll throw it at him. Actually, no, that's right. I do have winter gear. I could
They,
just.
they also have a wardrobe full of outfits, guys. We can just direct him there to pick
Just
something.
give him
that-
some clothes.
I mean, we could walk and talk.
Ezra's just gonna direct him there. He's not even gonna like walk him there. He's just like, yeah, go down and take a,
Yeah, and let's see how many rations am I sitting on.
Still dealing with the whole being lightning thing, so
Gotcha. I will deduce one ration and offer it to him.
Oh,
What's your name, buddy?
my name is Zartim.
Like from G.I. Joe?
That from G.I. Joe.
Zartan.
Zartim.
That's what he just said Zartan. That's what he said.
Zartim. Zartem.
That's very close to the man from G.I. Joe, and he was very evil.
And we need to get NPCs to start spelling their names sooner.
Willingly.
He kind of like, he very slowly like munches at some of that, right? Because your ration isn't just like a single hunk of like meat
Yeah,
is the
it's-
ration.
it's
It's
a
bits and
ration.
bobs. Yeah, there's dried fruits and breads and things
get
like
this
that. He
out on a
starts to like,
tray.
oh,
Nice.
thank you very much. It's so kind of you. This is a danger. And he's kind of like talking with his mouth full and like shaking food as he speaks. This is a very dangerous place. You young lads shouldn't be here.
Why?
Mad goth.
I
Sorry,
just said it's
I've been-
very dangerous. I'm sorry, it's so dry.
It keeps better.
Very dangerous place.
Water skin here. I'll let him.
Kind of like drinks a little. He's not scarfing or
Yeah.
glugging.
I mean,
he's
So
knowledgeable.
He hasn't eaten in a week, but he can't starve, so he's not starving.
yeah. So it's kind of like I don't know. It seems to have been like this weird magical stasis that would not allow him to perish, but still had him go through the effects.
And he's emaciated after a week.
Sounds like some horse shit.
No, you can go a week without food. You can only go like a few days without water.
All right, ask him what he was drinking.
I
He hasn't
piss.
been drinking. He's been magically.
Bear Grylls
sustained.
has entered the chat.
You can only drink your piss once, okay? If you drink it more than once, it is toxic.
No, he wasn't eating or drinking anything. He will tell you. I think it's just a trick of his. The face. I think it's enchanted.
All right, then. Well,
Base
I
of
guess
not. Wait, we got another item that prevents you from. That theoretically makes you invincible.
There's a weird kind of invincibility on that one.
Yeah, this is like a lesser invincibility.
Get in the octobase. Be invincible.
I don't want to be. I don't want to slap it in base.
You guys could
Get
just
in
cart
the
Ezra around in
octobase.
the octobase.
He just hand sticks out every now and then.
Oh,
Can we
fuck.
put the helmet on the octobase and it becomes indestructible?
no, I'm not willing to do that.
Oh. So this
My
this
helmet.
old
Let's
Zartum,
walk by the,
right? He
the-
seems
the
completely
closure room.
unbothered by his nakedness, and he's just happily munching and taking small sips here or there. He kind of has these. He's very lanky. He's kind of got this wide grasp, but he's kind of got, almost kind of like baby-esque. The ration piece is kind of like out, holding like this, and just eating, talking. Seems very amiable and communicative.
So you said your spell book was taken. What kind of a mage are you?
I
mean, there are several schools of magic.
I specialize primarily in transmutation. A little bit of dabbles in abjuration and evocation, of course, for personal protection. But I'm not highly specialized.
All gibberish.
Ezra's just nodding along, making a couple of notes in his mind.
As I'm a wizard of learning. I've been most of my life.
Where did you study?
Oh, here and there. It's kind of the roaming lifestyle. Tried to adventure, make a name for myself when I was young. Wasn't too good at that. The old, too much blood. So,
Yeah, you really got wrapped up with that Cobra Commander, huh?
I'm sorry?
You heard me.
Don't mind him. He's
That's my only response.
he's a character.
Very interesting compliment. You all have here.
I'll start thumbing through the clothes. Were there any like?
Oh,
wizard robes
did you
in
guys
here?
like actually walk over to the wardrobe
Yeah, absolutely.
area? Okay, cool.
I mean,
I think there's not a
speaking
mind
for
fire in
everybody.
there
I
right
can-
now.
I made the assumption.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, he starts just walking around. Oh, look at all these. Oh, I have to just assume that these are from his other victims. Look,
Maybe.
most
Well,
of
there was
them
an Illithid costume. We took that.
different shapes and sizes. He holds up a one-piece robe. Kind of weird, but it's like 5 times too big for ashes, right? And he's just like,
Lord.
I like
So
this.
it's a big and tall over there.
I mean, once he leaves, it's going to be, maybe right-sized.
Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
So he starts to kind of like, he puts himself in some. He's not very hasty about it, mind you, but he eventually like puts himself in some pretty baggy trousers and an overshirt, like a tunic, and a cape. And the entire time he's just kind of like chattering at you, but it's all kind of like inconsequential, or maybe not inconsequential, but he's talking about like, oh, he seemed like such a nice fellow until the torture began. Oh, look at this. Do you think this would match my eyes? Oh, no, never mind. I don't like that. Ooh, those shoes look nice. Waddles over, gets some shoes, you know?
Where did you say you're from?
Oh, from here and there. Currently from Waterdeep. I was born originally in Neverwinter, but I've never really stayed in one place for very long.
You're staying at the Yawning Portal, or...
He was staying in that Octo base.
That's... I hear friends. Got the jokes.
He's funny.
I've been not a residence of my own, staying. I believe the term is couch surfing.
Is that the term?
Friends. I had.
Were these friends expecting you to be gone this long?
Oh, well. Look, I'll be honest, I don't have very many friends. Might have worn out my welcome. Was really hoping this would be a new burgeoning friendship. Didn't turn out very good, though.
Right. Well, I think we're planning on
Leaving forever?
leaving.
Yeah, okay.
We're probably gonna try to meet up with our Homunculus friend and let him know that we did a favor for him, and
That thing?
probably.
It's your friend.
Yo, why are you telling everything to a man
that
we
was
just met?
like air quotes.
Can we tell
I
the
didn't want him
strange
to
man
freak
that
out
we
whenever-
just met like less? See you
I think
later, you're free!
I think it's quite clear that Crix wasn't a Crix. It was just
It
Jay.
was actually just Jay. Yeah. Alright, you're free! Goodbye forever!
Thank you, I guess. Safe travels and all that. Good luck.
Mr. I'm from nowhere but everywhere.
I mean, I gave specific locations. No need to be rude about it. You didn't exactly say where you were from.
You know, I don't tell my life story to strangers.
Well, neither do I.
Man, yet you have.
You don't know my life.
I'll
What's
leave forever.
happening?
The random person is getting snippy.
Bye, Zartem. Nice meeting you. Good
Bye.
luck.
Hey, okay, alright, I've reevaluated. He can come if you want him to.
I don't know that I want to come with you.
I'll leave forever. I started to feel
Do
bad.
you know how to get out of here? You're able to get in here.
I mean, the general consensus. I assumed I would just try to find my spellbook and fly on out of here.
Good luck.
Seems like a pretty good way of doing it. Yeah.
We haven't found a spellbook. We looked all around, huh?
It might be in that room full of junk that we did not fully search.
We kind of kicked stuff around, though.
Yeah. I guess
If he's confident, then good for him.
if you think you can find your book and get out of here on your own, we will leave you to it.
Oh, well. No. Life's life. 10 minutes ago, I was gonna die in an octobase, so. I mean.
And
But
now you
were
just
you?
I'm
might
fed now.
die to a
Well, I guess
giant
technically.
homunculus.
Trapped forever in an octobase, so I don't know. It's semantics at this point. I'm trying to say that even. It's better now than it was 10 minutes ago. That's all I was trying to say. Gosh! You're as bad as the cat!
Now you might die to a
All,
giant
all I
homunculus.
did was ask a question. Damn, man.
As bad as the cat. A little racist for just being in an octobase.
All right. Well, if you're fine, we'll leave you to it. We are heading on out.
Safe travels. It was a pleasure.
Did we get your
meeting
name?
You all.
What's your name?
Zartem. You asked me like
Zartem,
3
yeah.
times. I answered
Yeah.
72 times.
Yeah.
The cat made a comment about a cobra or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra. Oh, right. Cobra Commander. All right. Now I'm caught up again.
There we go.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, Zartum. We are out of here.
Oh, okay.
And we
We leave.
leave.
I mean, okay.
Preferably forever.
Hey, Jay, do you take back that water skin?
No. Do I have a second one? Hold on.
I don't know.
No, I only have one water skin. Be like, hey,
Can I have
Oh.
that back?
Oh, right. Do you mind?
I mean,
Just a second. And he just
not
goes.
as much
He
as
goes
you
like.
knock out. It's like
Oh,
4 days worth of water in
Oh,
there.
probably a bad idea. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
I tip the edge of my water barrel out of my bag of holding and refill your water skin.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, right.
I feel bad for him. I leave one of my water skins.
How many do you have? You have like 8?
Down to 4 now.
Looks at you and he says,
Damn.
Restock.
"I appreciate it, sir."
Yeah. I leave.
Okay. So you guys leave Zartem in the wardrobe. He continues to kind of like he doesn't feel satisfied or doesn't seem satisfied with his current repertoire of clothing, so he's still picking around at things. So he doesn't follow you out or anything like that. And now,
Do we want to check in with the homunculus?
I mean, do we need to give him the hat back? He gave us the hat. In this like Mad Goth super hat?
I thought you wanted to put the hat on the statue.
That was me. I don't care.
I didn't want to do that.
you don't want super unkillable stone golem?
No, I don't want the statue to come to life and kill me. No. Which will happen.
I thought it was a great idea. Oh, fuck.
Well, thank you.
Could be fun.
Would be. Okay, so.
No one answered my question.
I did.
Sorry, I missed the question. What was it?
Do we want to check in with the homunculus?
I
Do we care?
don't know if there's a reason to.
We can't communicate with it, so
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
we
wish
can
to
just
exit.
say the dragon's dead, but I feel like he'll figure that out pretty quick.
Fair enough.
Okay. You guys begin to head towards the exit.
I think we should go
Um,
tell him the dragon's dead.
okay.
Because why not?
Sure.
You head down to the first floor while having this conversation.
What if he has a super
As-
sweet reward?
Super sweet
That's-
reward.
That's my yeah.
As you make it down to the first floor, you begin to head to the western side, where the homunculuses, for lack of a better terminology, respawn location was at. Its egg. And you make it to that hallway before you see that the door is open, and you can hear the creature beyond. And assuming, were you guys trying to be like super stealthy or anything like that?
No.
Then it probably hears you coming as well, and as you kind of like come up to the hall and you peer down, and you can hear it peeks its head out, sees you, and kind of like it does the kind of like Stitch blink at you, and then it shuffles in front of the door, and it kind of like looks at you, and excitedly claps. And then it stops. And then just kind of like looks at you and waits.
Who's been the homuncular communicator thus far?
Oh, I kinda. I yelled Mad Goth.
I mean, he
all right.
could. Yeah.
Well, we're leaving.
Tilts
Did
his head
you
at you.
want the hat back, or can we keep it?
We do know it does not work outside the castle, right?
It gives you this kind of like gesture of like, gimme.
He wants the hat back.
I give him the hat back.
Takes it. Waddles over to a end table that's kind of on its side, and he kind of like nestles it on it. Right? Then he kind of lopes back over to you. Looks at you.
All right.
Bye.
Well,
Did,
best
did
of
we
luck.
communicate to him the dragon's dead? Did he seem to know that?
Yeah, he was giving us like, yeah.
Well, that didn't mean anything. That could just be, hey, what's up in homunculus.
Sure could. For Bones' peace of mind, I tell him the dragon's dead.
Quick,
It-
draw a picture and rip it up.
It looks at you, right? Right? It looks at you, and it gives you like this little shake of it.
I roll
Like
my
this
eyes,
nod?
I kind of roll my eyes and just kind of do one of these towards Bones.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck on roaming the castle. There's another mage walking around, I think. Zartum.
Zartum, yes.
Has this weird, confused look on his face. Like
He was in the
What?
big. He's in the big thingy.
his eyes go
Okay.
wide.
Definitely gonna go kill that
Eyes
guy.
go real wide. Like
Guy's not super familiar with this place.
No, I'm interested to know what that reaction's about now.
then the homunculus just kind of like sighs, like looks over at the helmet and kind of like waddles over to it and holds on to it.
Doesn't want.
Doesn't want someone to take the helmet. Got it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why didn't he put it back in the mirror? I'm just curious.
Okay. Well,
Are you asking? Are you asking it like out loud?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if it understands me, yeah.
It does seem to understand.
It looks
common.
at you. Yeah, it seems to understand comment. It looks at you and it goes, kind of like gestures towards all of you.
We can put it back in there?
Points to itself
You?
like
You eat, you talk. You speak,
You
I
talk
speak.
to us.
So you pulled it out for us, but you can't put it back.
Do we want it back? Is that one word?
Okay, one word.
Walking?
he just walks away from you. It just walks away from you, walks into the other room.
Noted.
And you
None
hear
of us are
this.
playing
You hear
charades
this,
together.
zhong, and it's gone for like a minute or so, and then it comes back in a huff and just stands there like,
Oh, you
Wants
you
us
were
to
waiting
leave.
to put it back until after we left. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, well, no, it's
We-
good.
we were
We're good to
worried
go.
for
All
you.
right. Bye, buddy. And I walk out.
Yeah, I follow.
you turn
Yeah,
around
bye.
and you begin to walk away, and you hear this.
Oh,
Are you hairballing?
And
we
you
keep walking.
you look back.
Nope, we keep walking. Nope. We don't need to see that.
Yeah. Keep
I don't know
walking.
what he's doing. I look back.
Bones is at the corner, like peeking around, and you see this big homunculus. Yeah, basically like.
Where's he getting the hair? He doesn't have hair.
Nothing's coming up, and then you see this glimmer of bright blue in his throat. And there's spittle and chunks and goop, and if you sit there and watch over the course of like another 30 seconds, this homunculus vomits up a fist-sized sapphire.
Shit.
And then it
Okay.
looks at you and it goes,
Yeah, I go back for that.
it's
Strings.
covered in. Oh.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm greedy. It'll wash off in the ethereal void.
It hands it over to you, and as it does, it kind of like pats you on the shoulder, right? And but then it just like gives you a thumbs up and turns around.
I was like, all right,
We could
thanks.
talk. This would have gone a lot better.
I think it went pretty well considering it can talk.
I mean, it went humorously.
All right. Then I think we head for the exit.
And leave forever.
Okay. You head to the. Oh, on the wrong place. You head to the entrance. You make your way into the foyer. With the invisible, unseen servants and the little ceramics and jars of greenish gas, basically. And then there is the threshold, the door beyond, and there is that bubble of light sitting there.
Hop in the bubble of light.
I
Yeah,
follow.
let's bob down.
Bub on down.
Do we have to make sure we do this at like one at a time or something?
No, I think it was just Jeremy punishing me for having a sweet pet.
Yes, punishing you for having a pet, because that's what I brought the pet with you on this level. You left him behind.
For his safety.
Sure.
You
I
didn't tell
don't-
him that though.
I don't disagree with that.
He
He
needed
just,
to know. It was
he's
needed
just
to know
really,
basis.
really heavy, and there's a weight limit on this elevator.
He's
But-
a
Sounds
fucking rock elemental.
Exactly.
That sounds like an artificial weight limit. If he's a rock elemental, why couldn't he just rock elemental up the rock?
He can't get to the thing.
Exactly.
Remember,
Ar-
you had him try to go
Mhm.
underneath it to
Sure.
get to it.
No, I remember. This just serves to prove
Yeah,
my point.
you definitely remember. Definitely.
I do recall that. I recall it vividly.
Mm-hmm.
It
So-
pertains directly to me.
You all step into the light bubble. It does bear your weight. And Ezra mentally commands, down.
To a bear?
Yes, it does.
Sorry.
And the bubble of light descends. Down, down, floating through the darkness,
We're going down.
before eventually making it to the base of the statue. Or statue of the spire, not statue. Apologies.
So I read the rules of this just to make sure I could do this, and it seems like I can. So the fairy dragon that we killed, I marked with my brand, and it doesn't say that it dissipates whenever the creature dies. So I would like to try to use that directional
When does it say it
thing to try
dissipates?
to find the corpse.
When does it say that it dissipates?
Whenever, let me see.
Because that's the key.
Wasn't a blood.
It's like when you target something else.
I think it's when he feels like it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Until you
okay.
dismiss it or you apply the brand on another
That's
creature.
until you dismiss it, or you apply the brand to another creature.
Sweet. So the key thing that I was trying to make sure of there is it has been, you guys have slept since then, basically.
Yeah.
But nothing mentioned in the rules as far as that goes. So yes, you are 100% able to identify where the fuck that thing is. It's not here. It's northwest.
Northwest. The bear den?
What are you looking for?
Yeah, that is kind of bear den.
Dragon corpse.
And as you all land, the shiny bubble of light reforms back into the little artifact that you held.
And I recollect the key and stow it.
There is a tremble underfoot.
Oh,
And-
Lordy, the trembling.
Mossy surfaces.
Mossy! Hey, Mossy!
But the trembling does not dissipate. The trembling continues. And
Something else in there.
un momento.
Out comes some giants.
Some jants. Whoop.
That's a number, Hulk.
Saw something zips up across.
You hear the thundering and kind of like echoing of feet, right? And you see out of the darkness a giant comes towards the light, and it sees you, and you all recognize this one as the largest of the giants that you saw, right? This was the sun, or one of the suns, the one that you met with Gravelock. This is Kurok. And it looks at you, or he looks at all of you, and he says, "Who the fuck are you?" And he raises, this fucking, or, well, I guess he does say that, but I don't think any of you understand that, so never mind. Because he's speaking in giant, and I forgot the conversation that you guys had was solely through Matashtai's telepathy, and then it was Ezra had the understanding, but not the ability to speak. So you guys hear him yell in giant and raise this fucking club like he's about to smash you to fucking smithereens.
Well, I speak in
And that is where we are going to go ahead and take our break. We will be back in just a few. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.